This is a live news. Thanks for joining. I am Tanti Azal. On the headlines, Guaranty Trust Bank fined 9.3 million by UK government. SDP Accord Party speak on forming alliance with APC. Uganda declares end to Ebola outbreak. China imposes transit curbs for South Korea and Japan. On sports, Catalan Supreme Court confirms investigation against Dani Alves.
Alive TV.
Welcome. The United Kingdom-based financial watchdog Financial Conduct Authority has slammed the British subsidiary of Nigeria's Guaranty Trust Bank, GT Bank, of £7.6 million, that is $9.3 million, over the financial institution's weak money laundering control system. The financial watchdog revealed that GT Bank has failed in its anti-money laundering system and controls, adding that the failures were highlighted by the bank's internal and external sources. The Financial Conduct Authority stated that the bank failed to take appropriate measures to fix the system despite warnings. According to the FCA, the bank accepted the findings of the financial watchdog and had agreed on settlement. The Social Democratic Party and Accord Party have refuted reports of an alliance with the All Progressive Congress (APC) ahead of the forthcoming presidential election. It was earlier reported that a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Senator Adesoji Akambi, had said the ruling party is planning an alliance with the SDP, Accord, and other smaller parties to boost the chances of its flag bearer, Bola Tinubu. Akambi added that the APC was looking beyond the defection of new members and an alliance with the 5 aggrieved governors of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), noting that deals with the smaller parties would assist the party in getting the highest number of votes and required national spread in the presidential poll. However, the SDP National Publicity Secretary, Rufus Ayinigba, denied any deal with the APC or any other political party ahead of the presidential election. Ayinigba, who noted that the party's presidential candidate, Adewale Adebayo, had gone too far to contemplate trading such a path. He said SDP remains the only party with a genuine plan to reposition the country. Meanwhile, Alive TV correspondent visited the SDP National Chairman Alhaji Shehu Musa Gaban at his office in Abuja over the rumor. Here is what he had to say.
Never had it anywhere. Number 2, SDP have not issued any statement related to what you have said. There's no any SDP official that have issued any statement related to position of APC. Number 3, there is no any formal or informal conversation between SDP and APC. Number 4, SDP is not a small party. SDP have structures in every state of the federation. SDP have more than 10 elected members of the parliament, both at Senate, House of Reps, and State Assembly. By every measurement of analysis, you can't say SDP is a small party. We fielded position from the president to the state assembly, reps, senate, completely. We fielded that. And you are aware that SDP is among the top party that is campaigning state by state, flagging off in every state. You are aware of that. So how could anybody imagine that SDP is a small party? In what way? The rebranding of SDP is fast in all the political parties in Nigeria. The organization of SDP is the first in all the political parties in Nigeria. I am more conversant, more remorseful, more focused than the chairman of PDP and APC. I'm more youthful-oriented. I'm more current. I have more energy to discharge in the management of party than the chairman of PDP and APC. And I know the topography of Nigeria. I've contributed in the development of democracy from the G7 when we started PDP. So I'm not a novice. Now, if a party wants an arrangement or understanding or alliance or whatever, there are processes that have been defined. You can't go to a public space and start blackmailing. Now, I saw a write-up where somebody called Alpha saying that there will be alliance between SDP. Alpha is not a member of SDP.
Now on the foreign stories. Uganda on Wednesday declared an end of a nearly 4-month Ebola outbreak that it struggled to contain but was then able to bring under control despite the absence of a proven vaccine against the viral strain in question. Health Minister Jane Ruth, during a ceremony to mark the outbreak's end, says we have successfully controlled the spread of Ebola in Uganda. The outbreak killed 55 of the 143 people infected since September, according to Health Ministry figures. 6 of the fatalities were health workers. Wednesday's declaration followed Uganda's completion of 42 days with no active cases, which represents 2 full incubation periods of the virus. China, in an escalating diplomatic spat over COVID-19 curbs, introduced transit curbs of South Korean and Japanese nationals, marring the grand reopening of the world's second largest economy after 3 years of isolation. But worries over the scale and impact of the outbreak in China, where the virus is spreading unchecked, have prompted many countries to demand negative COVID test results from people arriving from China. Among them, South Korea and Japan have also limited flights and require tests on arrival, with passengers showing up as positive being sent to quarantine at the traveler's cost. And on sports, the Catalan Supreme Court announced on Tuesday that the former defender for both Barcelona and Brazil, Dani Alves, is being looked into on suspicion of sexually assaulting a lady in a nightclub in Spain. According to a statement from the Barcelona court, sexual assault procedures had been initiated as a result of the accusation made by a woman regarding events that allegedly took place in a nightclub in Barcelona last month. A spokesman for the court confirmed that Alves was the target of the lawsuit, even though the statement didn't mention any name. However, last week, Dani Alves confirmed in an interview that he was at the nightclub but denied the sexual assault allegation. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned on Alive TV for more breaking stories.